Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today we're going to be doing a review of a newish ink to me and a newish pen to me. Today we're going to be looking at the Monteverde Monza and Summer Tanager. So let's do the ink first. You can find Summer Tanager on Anderson Pens, a 3mm sample for $1.25. You can also find a 3-ounce bottle that's 90 mils at Pen Boutique for $11.25. And you can find them other places. Consult your favorite or local establishments for this ink. We're going to be looking at the Monteverde Monza 3. And I got mine from, I think it was Amazon. But you can find them as low as a single pen for $15.53 on Google. Or you can get a set of 3 fountain pens, a fine, an Omniflex, and a medium in the Monza 3 set for only $5 more. This is $20 right here. You can also find them on Goulet, if you're into Goulet, for $24. They come in clear, teal, blue, purple, and red. I personally myself think that the red is very sexy, although it is out of stock right now, which is very sad. So I got the clear one. Let's take a look at these, shall we? Oh, well, let's look at the ink just a little closer. This is Summer Tanager, Noodlers Summer Tanager. It's a very nice orange ink. It's very autumny. So we're going to take a look at it. Alright. This was a very nice sample sent to me from pen friend Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. You're a brilliant scientist. He gave me 2 samples of 2.5 ounces. Now I have almost a 5mm sample, which is a lot of ink. And I bought this off of either Amazon or Goulet. I can't remember. It's been almost a month now. It's been half a month since I got this. I can't remember exactly where I got it. But this is an official unboxing of the Monza 3 set. Oh, and isn't that pretty? Ooh, I just love the Monzas. One, because they come with a clear feed like the Jinhao does not. See, these two look exactly alike. Exactly alike, except for one major difference. The feed on the Jinhao is black, and the feed on the Monza is transparent. No, you're not seeing things. No, I didn't do anything funny to this pen. But the Monza set comes with a clear feed. That's how you know it's a Monza. And the only other difference to these pens is, the capping. One says Jinhao. I don't know if you can see this. One says Jinhao. And this one says Monza. Monteverde Monza. I am just freaking slipping all over today. I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. I'm getting Alzheimer's or something. Anyway. Let's fill these pens. We're gonna start today with, I think this is a medium. Comes with a medium, a fine, and an Omniflex. If I can get the damn thing out. The only other thing that sets these apart from other pens is the converter mechanism has this circular ribbed pattern, so that way it's easy to turn. So I just thought I'd point that out. This is the flex nib, and it says flex on it. I don't know exactly how flexible this is going to be, but we will see. This is the fine nib, and you can see the little F there. And this is the fine, this is the medium. You can see the little M there. Alright. Let's do the medium, shall we? Oh, it's a little stiff at first. So you notice that the body is clear. Has little tiny facets in it, inside of it. Not on the outside, but on the inside. I think it's for stability. And the way that I prefer to fill these, it comes with 2 black cartridges, which I'm not going to use at this moment because I want to fill it with noodlers tanager. So I put a mat down. I break out my little holder that I made. If you want to know how to make one of those, you can go through my videos and learn how to make one of those. And then it goes in there. Be very careful because this is extremely full. Pull up about 0.9 of a mil. Okay. Close it up. Now this is where it gets really cool. Now because it has a clear feed, shove it in the hole, and turn it upside down, and we get to watch the ink go down. And you can just see when it's ready to go. Gonna give it some encouragement. Oh, that's nice. And that should be nice and saturated. I'm gonna let it sit there for just a minute. Put the barrel on. Alright. Sit facing down. We're going to put these back in the box because we don't need them just yet. We might do these another day. So. Let's start our journal for the day, shall we? Today is October the 16th, 2019. Tines on this are really tight, I can tell, because there's no real space for any of that moving around. So what you do, if you find that your tines are too tight, they won't put down any ink. So you gotta take and you gotta do some flexing a little bit. Just a little bit to get it to spread apart just a little. Either that or you have to write with a very firm hand, and sometimes that's not always good for the pen or the ink. I mean, a pen should write under its own weight, which this one writes, but the line is so fine I can't see it. And this is supposed to be a medium nib. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I definitely don't want to break it, that's for sure. That's not the goal here. I'll be right back. Well, I'm just gonna have to write with a very firm hand. Even though I don't like writing with a very firm hand. It's like writing with a pencil. Today is Wednesday. I have learned that a summer tanager is a bird, an orange-flavored bird that is probably more northeastern than southwestern. I have never seen one, but who knows, maybe one day. Okay. Alright, well, this pen is, at least this nib is giving me the business. I don't know why, but it is very tight and I can't undo it. And I don't know, I had this problem on my last Monza too, and I bent it so bad that I swear I thought I was gonna break it. But it didn't break, so I don't know. My advice is, if you're gonna use the Monza series, to put a Jinhao nib in it, or a stub nib, a number 5 stub nib from somewhere else. Alright, we're gonna do a writing tablet sample. Noodlers inks are a bleed monster. So if you're gonna use summer tanager, you either need to use a really light hand or perhaps use a different type of paper, because this one bleeds through quite a bit. But then again, I am using more than normal pressure because this nib it's not cooperating. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's a feed problem or if it is a nib problem. It's probably a nib problem because I can't see a space between the tines. Usually you can see a space between the tines, but it like goes like this down to a point and then they start touching. At any rate, moving on to Clairefontaine. Moving on to Clairefontaine. Actually, we're going to do Clairefontaine last. Let's do Mead, shall we? Mead, 10.5 by 7.5. And it absorbed right into the paper. Oh dear, I have a very bad feeling about this. Bleed Monster 2000. Oh my gosh. This is very bad. I do not like Noodler's inks because of this reason. I like to use Mead. It's cheap, it's affordable. I like it because you can just throw it in your bag. You don't have to worry about it getting lost or whatever. It's not $5 or $20 for a thing. And you get 70 pages worth for $1. So that's a really good buy if you ask me. So I would totally not use the backside of the mead paper. Alright, let's move on to Walmart brand Pen and Gear 80 sheets 3x5. There's a little bit of bleed through. You can definitely see the bleed through on this. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, well, what do you want for 22 cents a piece? This one is 88 cents for a 4-pack. So this single one comes out to 22 cents. That's not bad. Alright, let's move on to the CVS Caliber Notebook, 6x4 inch. You get 50 sheets. Alright. And of course, there is so much bleed through. This is really sad because CVS Caliber Notebook, I mean, if you look through all the rest of these, there's no bleed through. But this totally bleeds through everything so far. I don't know if it's because I'm having to use a heavier hand or if it's because and I have flexed the tines. I'm going to try again right now, trying to fix it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Crap. Sometimes you just have to really spread the tines in order for it to be cooperative, and that is exactly what I just had to do here. Now, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have done this before, and I have done this before, but in order to spread the tines even a little bit, you've got to put some pressure down. Now this one writes pretty much under its own weight, and I'm not having to put as much pressure down, which is nice. It has some flex to it. I mean, it's... even though it's not supposed to be flexed very much. I mean, it's hard as nails. You see how hard I'm pushing on this nib, but it's really, really hard. Super hard. Alright, let's try... let's see how she will cooperate on the Fabriano EcoQua 85 GSM. Much better. And even on this, it looks like it's got some super heavy ghosting. Let me see if I can see any with the amplification of the cell phone. Oh man, it's got such... There's some right there, some right here, some right there, even a little bit there. It's got bleed through everywhere, which that's not good. Yeah, so maybe it doesn't like the medium nib. I don't know. Alright, let's look at the Birmingham Pen Company Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM, 3x5, 3-ish by 5-ish. Okay. This looks really nice so far. Let's see what happens when we flip it over. Maybe some heavy ghosting, but it doesn't look like it bled through, which is pretty amazing considering how liquidy this ink is, and it's dry now. So let's take a closer look, shall we? Oh, it is starting to bleed through just a little bit. Oh dear. A little bit right there too. Right there. Oh, my nails. I need to have them done again. Oh dear, but maybe just some, we'll call it heavy ghosting. Real heavy ghosting. Okay, now last but not least, we're going to look at Clairefontaine 6.5 by 8.25, 90 GSM. Now, this is really heavy duty stuff, so smear test. smear test did good. Didn't smear too terribly far. Let's look at the back. No bleed through on the back. Clairefontaine is definitely what I'm going to be using the next time I need to buy a journal. So, alright, let's see. Wetness and flow. Good. And let's do the Pierre Gustafson test. A+. Alright. So, what do I think of this brand new Monteverde Monza? First of all, you have to spread the tines almost to the point of what will look like breaking them. You can see how far I spread the tines. Like, if I had to measure this, that's almost 2 millimeters. Like, it's really far. I would not usually care to spread tines that far, but it's almost 2.2 millimeters. So, oops, hold on, redo that. It's about 0.7 millimeters. That's almost 1.2 millimeters more than what it should be. So you can see that I spread it a lot. I'm so sorry for the long videos, you guys, but I want you to be aware of what's going on here, because there is a lot of complexity to this new pen, and it might seem really frustrating when you can't write for the first time. You're going to be like, but it's saturated. I can see the saturated feed, and it's not writing. You've got to flex it out a little bit, and in order to make sure that you're not flexing it too much, I put my finger right here, and then I push down as hard as I can. Not as hard as I can, but to where I can see the feed split, and then it will write pretty much under its own weight. But where before it just would not. You have to put a little bit of weight, but other than that, you're gonna have to flex it out a little bit. With the Monza medium, and I don't know what to tell you other than that. It's a nice pen. Once you get the feed and nib problems worked out, this is a wonderful pen. You know that I prefer the Jinhao, aka Monza. The look, it's got the demonstrator bits, you can see the ink sloshing around. It really is a beautiful pen. I will be having coming in the mail pretty soon a Jinhao 51A in green and a Jinhao 51A in, I think it's yellow or orange, which I'm really excited about. And it's either green or blue. I might have gotten the blue one. Can't remember. Anyway, so look forward to those pretty soon. If you guys have any questions about the Monza 3 set or anything, please let me know in the comment section below. That's all for today. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.